said, why do you carry around the devil with you, baby?
How old is she?
She's like almost 35. So I'm like, so she said that she had to, and she likes it to be chronological. So she was like, yeah, like I had to squeeze them in between two other names because I know when I was sleeping with them and what time. And I said, to what purpose do you need to keep a list of the bodies you have slept with? And I told her, I said,
No.
girl, your period came. It doesn't matter anymore. They can't be the baby daddy.
It's also been 7 years. It's like a credit report. It just fucking disappears.
So they fall off after 7?
They fall off. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. The fact that I was just in a year and some change relationship. I'm back to zero, bitch. I ain't been with nobody. I feel like once you've been in a relationship and you was really, I ain't gonna count the girls. But if I really was just with one penis for a year, that like eliminates all the other penises.
That's kind of amazing. That's an amazing
You like that?
I do. Well, and because with my current boyfriend, right? Like he's the only person I've been with since we started talking. To be honest, like since it was really like we were really romantically interested, I was like, I'm cool. I don't really want to fuck nobody else. I'm good. Like it was, and he could, yeah.
I feel like
interested.
I feel like as soon as you can't remember if it was good or not, it's
shit.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's some bodies I think I forgot that were probably mistakes. Like,
God, girl, I'm so mad.
I somebody that I probably forgot, especially because like I'm
Wow, come on.
Kemba Walker, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
It's fucked up. It is
And
fucked
Cousins
up because there's
throwing
things
it
like I
down.
wouldn't even think about it's like
First quarter in the books. The Lakers have the lead.
Property in my vagina that says, well, now that you've shared this, we're fine. And it's like, no, bitch, we're not at all. This shit
Ed
was not
Cohen,
even
Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Which is crazy because my brain was that. My brain is like, okay, this was fun, fine, and then because I have that, and it's a little close to that. I think people that can like literally just
To Marcus Smart.
like, all right, I don't have any. I can just forget about the
Cantor.
never care about the episode. You can never. I just have a little bit. So you don't keep a list. I don't like lists, but
To Marcus Smart.
You believe you remember everything. You know what I will say? I remember the
With the fadeaway.
I remember
Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Memory. No, the
Los Angeles,
memory
they
around
have it.
Like if we went on a
To Kyle
impromptu,
Kuzma.
like super romantic date and then ended up smashing that night, I'm thinking about the date. The
Probing
date
the
that made me
defense.
remember it. I was hating it. I remember the date, like the date, like
Baseline
the
drive,
special one, like it was
almost,
it
and
was
he's
it was
not
a
getting the
cool
call.
moment.
And
It
one of the
was
most
a memory
underrated
with,
things in
like,
this game is
there's
quick
a lot of
lateral
sex
speed.
not-
Good
it
job
is
by
a little
utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Here comes the screen.
I ain't gonna hold you. I hope you're not listening. There's this motherfucker in my DM right now. He lives in Atlanta, and he's just like,
To
I'm
Jaylen Brown.
Like, apparently we had sex at one point in life.
Scores from the post.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision, that'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
09 than what I am in 2021. That's close. It was, he remembers fucking me. You were an adolescent. You know why he remembers fucking me?
Offensive board. There you go. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Celtics have
No,
it.
you lied. I literally do not recall.
To Marcus
I'm
Smart.
sorry, I don't know that.
Great looking vision.
It might be a different Mandy that you had sex with.
And it's Cantor above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Maybe, well, first off, I had just graduated high school. Like, literally, that's the year I graduated high school. I moved to Atlanta 3 days after graduating.
Yeah.
I was in a house. I was in my first apartment, so I probably did get more body than I should have. 'Cause I had my whole
Finishing
it was my
inside
first-
the paint
it was my
on
first
that one.
place that I
Showing you
moved in.
why he
Say,
belongs
I don't know
here
how
in
you
this
give
league
it
with
up.
the best
But as
of the
soon as
best.
you get your first,
Efficient scoring out of
you
the
know what I
rookie
mean?
team.
Savonna's market.
I want it back for that.
To Jaylen Brown.
Like,
That's what they wanted.
as soon as you know you can invite somebody over
To
and
Cantor.
got a parent,
Savon got a few.
It was right there.
yeah, Savon is like, see that building right there?
To Kyle Kuzma.
And you know who owns this building? Let me tell you about the skyline from my view. You know when it gets dark.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
Yes, this is the studio. I have a bedroom in Houston Paradise. Hey, what do we tell them girls they are? You be saying this, huh? Oh.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2.
She wants you to wait. She wants you to wait. Oh, he didn't wait. They don't wait. They don't wait, and he's not waiting either.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Substitution being made in this one.
Come back so that I can have a one-hit wonder. This type of rapping, I can do it.
To Marcus Smart.
It's three. I told you that. I think you beat Aretha. Okay. Y'all know we was gonna do this,
Shot
y'all.
clock winding down. Not that time, and not his shot. Bradley to James. And the slam.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
This could be your chocolate starfish.
Boston with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown.
Got that booty that
Take stock of the floor.
Right
To Marcus Smart.
That I need to stick it in. Hey, baby.
Jumper's good.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
He had to come in, bring it light. I know there's
James
a lot of people who are definitely hurt by the loss of
DeMarcus Cousins. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It was only right for us to start off this week's episode with sending our condolences
To Jaylen Brown.
to hip-hop. He's a hip-hop.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
I hate the word
Across the timeline comes James. Leads 5. Davis. Pass to Cousins. Down low. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he finishes at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Brown into the front court. 5-point game. Anthony Davis sends it away. This will be out of bounds off of Davis.
For what he's done, and again, I did see a lot of the friends on my timeline who were still currently working with him, still currently in the studio with him, so he definitely stayed working always with him. And
to Jaylen Brown.
He was 57, which is young. I was about to say, the more I get into my 30s, the more like 40
Has
to
a
50
chance.
Like
Brown shot off iron, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. James cleans it up. Stuffs it down with authority. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Good first half for the Lakers. They are out in front with the lead. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over.
For anybody that's done it, you guys not.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
I wasn't able to speak to him last week. It was literally I was
James into the front court. His
His
team up by 7. Celtics have it.
She unfortunately lost her life July 2nd, and some of you may know her from
To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from long range. No good.
Podcast.
To DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. Driving right to the... Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
One of those people that you need, and she's
And scores. Strong take.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
We lost her very
Walker to Cantor.
So, I just want to say condolences out to Aisha, the whole Grapevine family, and anyone who was affected as well. It was a lot. I guess we did some shit.
Has a
It's
look.
just us, y'all. It's just
Wide
us.
open look,
We're
won't
enough,
go.
okay?
You see,
We are
Ed, this is
enough.
where coaches get fired.
We're
It's
not-
great
it's
to
just
have
us.
good
I
offensive
got,
sets, but if you
let
can't
me set it
execute,
up with you,
then the
'cause
play
y'all,
is a
I
failure.
knocked out my
LeBron
phone.
shot. That's no good.
And this is where you know
Because
you
she
have
wanted
the
to be
offense
fucking
right where you want them every
in the
possession.
freaking
All you see
jungle,
them doing is complaining to the
and
ref,
how was
complaining to each other. You're making the game
This is
uncomfortable.
one,
That's
like,
the
so
mark
my
of a good
family is like
defense.
the wild
To
card,
James.
right? For those of y'all that are of age,
Trying to
of my
cash
age,
in.
that remembers the
Shot
Wild
by
Brothers
James
cartoon,
off the mark.
Eliza
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James.
And so it was her birthday last week, so my mother and I decided, like, cool, let's do a family trip for his birthday. And we're going to Costa Rica, which is one of my favorites.
I'm not gonna hold you. Costa Rica about to blow. Everybody, well, is going to Costa Rica now.
Doesn't get the bounce.
The COVID restrictions are
Tosses.
traveling.
And that one is
traveling back and
out.
forth. Traveling back and forth is a lot. There's a lot of requirements. You gotta get tested. It's still level 3, but luckily not that many people have passed away.
Ball's controlled by Boston. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
There's certain days that people can drive in and out of certain cities.
Brown with it up top. His guys down by 9. Walker. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Oh, you got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. His free throw is good.
Mainly because prostitutes are legal.
Yeah, we're gonna buy one. Give me like $15. I gotta go there and get me one.
Yeah, so because of that, I think they
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Cousins.
I mean, sometimes. I did not get not one single day by
Able to
like
convert
that.
inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Celtics have it.
We had a boat day, which was great when Northern
To
Lake
Jaylen
had
Brown.
my jellyfish, which is
Oh no.
completely on brand.
Nothing
And
going
didn't
here
believe
on
me.
that
She was like,
drive.
"You're full of shit."
To
I was like,
Hayward.
"No, I really got stung by a jellyfish. Like that shit really, straight through my arm." She was like, "Well, you didn't panic." I was
Boston
like,
with
"What the
4 to
fuck?"
shoot. To
We
Jaylen
got
Brown.
fucking jellyfish. What do you mean?
Beyond the arc for
Where's
3.
the half-white
Tough shot there for Jaylen
I
Brown.
love
No
dying
good.
if I get stung in the fucking ocean
Walker
by
to
a
Cantor.
fucking sea creature, and you're like,
And
oh,
it's
it's just a sea
Cantor.
creature. Just
Tough
bit the
shooting.
fuck out of me.
Only
Well, no,
2
no.
for 6 after that make.
There's no better feeling after a game after you have 25 plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
And just having to raise
To
So
Cousins.
you're like, well, because I'm in your fucking home, so taking
Nah, it wasn't on purpose. He kept it moving. It wasn't like he was trying to bite because he felt threatened.
Screen coming.
Because
James
the only thing
knocks
that's
it
gonna
down
be
from
without being
mid-range.
threatened,
This
man.
offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all
Everybody in
time.
the trees, and then we got really high up. It was one of the platforms was like 150 feet up in
He
the air.
buries it off the step back.
And we saw how much
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lakers ball.
The guy was like, "Oh well,
To James.
you know, sometimes you just hear them and they're really far away." And I was like, "No, bro, this sounds like it's right above me. You got me fucked up." We get on the platform,
Probing
and
the
my
defense.
sister goes across, and these two
Here's
monkeys
James.
like are walking over the.
Not that time.
It was like the monkey.
Into the front court, it's Walker.
Not that
The
big.
margin
Not that
standing
big.
now at
They
7.
were, they were like, they were really pretty close, actually. They were really me, but still, it was like, all right, y'all are scary. They ain't gonna hold you. Them
To Cantor.
monkeys.
For three. Can't connect. It's no good. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Nice pass to set things
that
up.
has to be where that little monkey
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more, though. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
And them motherfuckers over there in Asia really be like some shit. And it's crazy because before we started talking,
Gets a
I know a
look.
lot of
Can't
people now,
hit.
and we're going to talk about COVID in this practice.
It's James controlling the offense.
I'm going to
Pass
Spain.
taken away by the
I'm going
Celtics.
to Cabo.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to
Now, I
play
mean,
than
Cabo
your opponent.
now.
The
And
intensity
Mexico
and
has
the
been
effort,
kind of
it's
a
off the
place where I think
charts.
we all go
To James.
feel comfortable, but Spain, I'm talking with my homegirl.
Short jumper
because,
off the mark.
Of course, we're doing Barcelona and Ibiza, but Ibiza, sorry, Ibiza. We go into Ibiza or whatever.
She be trying to be fake ignorant to me sometimes when she's online. Because I'm like, since you've been to Malaysia,
He's
Singapore,
going to the
you've been
line
all
for
places.
two.
No,
But the
so
reality
what's
is that good
crazy
jump
about
shooters know
us
how to
going
get
to
those
Spain, we're having
calls.
this conversation.
Overall,
because, of
though,
course,
there's less
Ibiza
flopping in the game,
is-
which is great.
is a puppy.
But there's something
And
uncanny about
we're
certain
three black
players'
women.
abilities
So
to get those
the
calls on a
conversation
regular
now
basis.
is, bro, we don't normally travel to places where A, we know it can be party and expensive. Like if we live in Asia,
Can't
I'm
connect
talking
on the
about
second,
we
and he
get
splits the
about
pair.
$35
To Davis.
and like Bangkok and all that shit. So we ain't need
Has
no
a
niggas
chance.
there.
Anthony
But
Davis. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if we switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
It's weird because I know when men travel, they put all of this into their budget. We normally don't have to. This is the first time we're traveling where we're like, well, we know we want to have a good time.
Davis to James.
Fair, we don't know how we're going to be treated as three black women going to a predominantly white space. And we also know it's going to be house music. And when we
Short
all
jumper
traveled
misses.
together, we were
Brown
people that
into the front court. His
and
club
called us
staring up at an 8-point
I
deficit.
know. That happened to me in Tokyo.
Another foul.
I got
No
hit with
good.
Kerry Hilson. Final.
LeBron into the front
in an
court.
Osaka
No
Prime
early
Station.
offense.
No.
I took
Davis
a
to
picture.
James.
I felt bad. I was like, no, but I took a picture and just
And
gave it
hits.
these times.
Davis with the
I was like,
baseline
no, I'm not gonna do
J.
that, 'cause that would have been fun. That
Missed
would've
the
been
now
wide
that I
open
think about
look.
it,
I had bangs at the time.
and that was the knock you down, Carrie.
Yeah,
With the
it
bag.
was with the bangs. We both had black bangs
Choppy
with the
bangs
blonde.
with the
and
blonde.
Yeah.
Short jumper. Won't fall.
That was the time.
To Davis.
It was a good time at music. But yeah, I'm
Here comes
I
the
think,
screen.
I think for men, it's like for men, trips are expensive because they got to
Some
spend all the
lineup
money
changes
once
now
they're
for
there.
both
For women, we
clubs.
spend all the money on everything prior to hair, nails, lashes.
Because yes, we are the bitches that are also gonna stack up in a fucking one hotel room. We don't because we already figured. Listen, bitch, if you gonna go get dick,
Correct.
you can go get it in neighborhood.
Cantor.
We ain't bringing the juices to the sheets that we all have to live.
All of our
JaVale
costs
McGee.
are
Huge
pre-trip.
block.
Like, it's preparation.
Just
for the
erasing
trip.
mistakes
And
left
then,
and right.
Yeah, all of our credit is to prep for the trip.
Caldwell
Once we
Pope
get
to
there, though,
Bradley.
the men take care of everything.
The men take
Either
Yes.
bring
And
the
a
men
foul.
like
He'll have a chance of a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the play. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Seriously.
Seriously, but crazy, a true story. Yeah, Singapore is one of the
Avery Bradley trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line.
Nigeria, any
The
country in
free throw,
Africa,
good.
because Asia is so, unfortunately, that your money is not legit. So it's one of those where they will ask for your
Out of
basic
bounds.
stuff at the airport. You can't come. Like you have to have valid reason to go to Singapore. But, so I studied abroad in Singapore for 6 months, and even in Singapore, you will get
Hayward
$1,000
to
fine
Walker.
for chewing gum. can't eat on the stuff that we
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on the and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game.
So we did the score. We did the line.
To James.
We were in the base there. And literally our tour guide and one of the deans of the university were like, by the way, guys, there's like no car in here, so don't worry about locking your doors. Don't worry about anything while you're here.
Right to the basket.
Like
Jaylen Brown rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Over to the right side. Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You can put him right there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To Kemba Walker.
Wait. Because one is a little more southern. And that's why we saw West Virginia actually feels way more
LeBron with it up top. Leads 4.
It's crazy because coming from the south, y'all know redneck. I'm from the south.
Jason Tatum swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
But it is deal.
Old school backs his man down for the basket.
You know, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To James.
Which is awful, right? Because I think about...
Is that not crazy?
It is crazy because I think about even my mother...
Avery Bradley. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
But even in her privilege, when she's acknowledged sometimes...
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit is 6. Hayward. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Of interest, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a place that we know we'll go, and they'll be like, oh my God, Black Friday, great to see you.
To James.
I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't even realize it was there because Asia was never on my list.
Finish that.
Until I decided
Walker with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4.
Garbage.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Garbage.
Amazing. I mean, although my fucking shit fucking smells like fish and I'm eating chicken. What is going on? I fucking hate the fish sauce. And also, yes, guys, while I'm black, I am half white and I hate spice.
To Hayward.
Oh, bitch. Their chilies in Asia, there ain't no motherfucking joke different. But yeah, it's crazy because that is literally something that we have to think about. And I do love, I know that,
Cousins.
you know, on Twitter, there's such a...
Enes Kanter sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Bradley with the flush, taking on all comers.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in a cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Another follows, still no good. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Smart
By the
play.
way,
You have
fuck Johnny
time
Young
to
got to
use.
see
Good way to manage the
Usher
clock
in his
without burning the
debut
timeout.
residency of fucking
So
Vegas.
now
I
time
wanted
for
to be
the
there, get
intentional
money
foul.
thrown, and get
They'll
Usher
make him
Bob
finish the
Maurice.
shot at the free throw line.
Too close to call
That
right
is
now.
something that
We're
I
in clock
definitely
management
hope
mode.
to see.
That was a good play.
Again, before a possible lockdown. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how you're feeling. LA just went back to a mask mandate. To my knowledge, Australia is closing their borders once again. And then there is now a petition to get the Olympics canceled because so many people in the Olympic Village, including, unfortunately, majority of our black Olympians. So there was a tennis player, there's a gymnast that just tested positive, a couple of our runners. We already know Sha'Carri Richardson isn't able to do it because of the testing. She was still going to be able to do the relay, I believe, though. And it just sucks. So, Coco Gauff,
2 for 2.
I hope I'm saying that right. She's the tennis player, correct? Yeah, so she tested positive, and my friend that you met, and I'm not going to put her on blast, but you met her when we had couples night. She,
to Cantor.
Which I'm not in a relationship, but it was just couples night. But she tested positive.
To Kemba Walker.
She tested positive and has
a look.
And a lot of even the
on the
Olympians
step back.
that are testing
And
positive
here's a next level
vaccinated.
comment for you.
And so
K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
She was like, oh my God, girl, I was down for a week, had every symptom, and it was like, but, you know, I guess that's actually good because
knocks down the second after missing the first.
First off here, 27. It probably wouldn't have been that severe, but also the fact that as someone with vaccinated, you had every single symptom and were out for a week still. And I know that the vaccine was supposed to make it
Cantor shot off the mark.
Here,
the Lakers get the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the
The Lakers.
For a couple days. But I mean, I think overall,
Boogie Cousins gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped.
It was in New York.
And it was
it was a rush when people were still having to get tested and still testing positive, right? It's not over. That was something that my sister got into an argument about too.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
The airport and also had to be tested again at the airport in Costa Rica in order to get
going to Mexico.
no longer need to take 1 year, but you have to take 1 year. Right. So that's what most countries now. The U.S. is mandated that you come back and test. Well, we got into a little bit of debate because she was like, I can't believe so many Americans are so put off by the fact that now they're being asked, they're being inconvenienced by having to get tested and having to wear masks still, and still having to be, still having to be treated like we're still quarantined, right, when the pandemic is over. And I said, well, the 2 important things to consider is number 1, America never operated in solidarity. It was
These are the upcoming games for the Boston Celtics.
So had we functioned in the very beginning, like a country like
took this down to the wire before getting protected. They did it with blocks and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded after.
Entitled to now being able to move how we want.
The Celtics must be devastated after such a close loss. When the team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find...
Yes, I need to make an appointment for my children.
Okay, what are their ages?
8 and 13.
Okay, let me get you down to the children's department 1 second.
Okay, thanks. Oh, you know what I should have made?
Professor Live.
What's happening, everybody? Professor Live. The one just went off, getting buckets from everywhere. Had to react to it, had no choice. All right, let's check it out. The one was locked in last night. Sometimes when you get in a rhythm like that, there's no stopping it. Clearly, the defense didn't have an answer for the one last night. Big shout out and thank you to everybody who checked out this reaction video of the one just going crazy tonight. Be sure to check back for more here at Professor Live.
Still not talking?
You ain't said nothing to me.
Hello?
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 Tammy,
Yes?
you got picture frames?
Picture frames. I might have some downstairs. I got to go downstairs and check. I remember we had some from the last time we did an event. I'll go run in the basement.
I need something like gold or black.
I think they were gold from the last event you did. We did when we did with Erica. I think they gold.
Okay, I need two of them. Can you get
All right, I'm gonna run down there now. All right. What you mean I'm not talking to you? You're not talking to me. You're the one that have not responded to any of my text messages. And I know you see it.
This doesn't make any sense.
What's going on?
For some reason, oh, now it takes it. I was my car wasn't working in my gas app.